That's better. Diary of a Griever named John Weaver, which is me, is here. Morning, guys. Not alive, not awake this morning. It's well past 6 o'clock. It's about 6:11 in the morning. It's about the 19th. Actually, the 20th of March, or Thursday or Friday. It's one of those 2 days. I am not alive or awake yet, guys. I'm sorry. I am battling and going crazy. So, give me 1 second. Alrighty. So, here we go again. Another one. This time it's in the morning hours and it's getting sunlight outside. While I'm trying to focus on more appointments happening this particular month of trying to get me together, mentally and physically and God knows what else. The politics of the world keeps going crazier and crazier as well. Trump's already having a bad field day with a lot of people. He's still trying to do his grift over dead soldiers coming back from his war. Trump wanted the war, and he got his war. Originally, when he got into office, he was trying to become not a war president, but a president of peace and of negotiations. And first day in office, everything gets fixed. Boy, were they people screwed up on that one. No, he couldn't get his Nobel Peace Prize no matter how much he shuck and jived him. They said no. So he went on a warpath with these guys and started storming around, causing more and more issues. I guess before he got the denial from the Peace Prize organization, he was trying to cause some issues with the own constituents and everybody else in the country. Guy's a lunatic. Certifiable. But now he's more concerned about being a war president. And he gets tired and bored of it. He starts firing shit at Iran and then he wants a deal. Iran's pissed. They're pissed last year, they're pissed off this year, even worse. And he's like, oh well, I'm just going to have to invade Cuba next. Despite the fact that he still has direct connections to the Epstein files. And he still has the staff trying to shuck and jive the Senate and Congress. Both House and Senate. He still thinks he's going to get away with a hell of a lot of shit. He sent warships already to the region of the Middle East. And he still wants the Strait of Hormuz working. Even though they got mined by Iranian gunboats. Even foreign flag countries may or may not have an issue or have survivability going through the straits in order to get their precious oil cargo going. Trump's still being an asshole. He's punishing Venezuela, but he's also punishing Cuba by taking away all their oil reserves that they need, limiting the energy and survivability of the island nation of Cuba. Still talking about it. The independents are still having a field day over that one. There may be other minor stories that the independents are covering that the majors are not as much. And I'm still come across those stories individually here and there. How Trump's influence, directly and indirectly, is affecting everybody. Our credibility in the United States has gone down to below zero. As long as we got Trump in office right now, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to get our reputations back. We had Sterling, now we got crap. Literally. I don't know what the hell we were thinking back in November of 2024. But Trump still wants his elections to be controlled at all costs. He wants them that way. And he's looking forward to that. He's trying to force some of the other states to bow down and cow, actually. Not doing it. They're not doing it. Those artificial intelligence things that we have on our devices are a pain in the ass sometimes. The industries are still reeling and crashing and burning. We're supposed to have jobs being created, but we have jobs lost. There have been rumors that we're losing people in California left and right, moving over to different states. With or without the forest fires or brush fires. Because there's about, one or two states in the breadbasket being torched for about a month. And we don't have FEMA to help out. We don't have enough firefighters to take care of the job. And where's the federal reimbursement going to be happening? Nowhere. Because we lost a chairperson for FEMA. Problem is, FEMA was also being supplied directly by the Department of Homeland Security. That was Trump's doing. But because funding has stalled in the Senate, all those emergency services we still need, including Coast Guard, are not getting paid. Even the TSA agents are bailing. They're running away. They're trying to get the jobs that actually pay for rent and bills and food and everything. So the federal government is no longer solvent for its own workers or for anybody else for that matter. It's a scary time in life that we're living in. It's bad enough we actually had a shutdown, was it last year? Now we got a partial shutdown. It's affecting certain critical infrastructures. Security's threatened. We don't like ICE, but ICE is part of the budget that just got screwed over. I can't blame the Democrats because what else were we supposed to be doing at this point? They were leaving everybody else getting tormented. But we still need some of the other agencies that need funding to take care of emergency services. And since we have people like Pam Bundy who can't see reality or just stuck up with the glitter and glamour of Donald Trump, not to mention Kristi Noem, she's out. And now she's heading a fictitious group, but it doesn't mean shit. No officials. I don't know. Trying to keep her out of A. And she was the one screwing over Department of Homeland Security. So we wake up into another day of America sinking further and further. And that wasn't fun enough. NASA was making some kind of predictions regarding the city of San Francisco, California. You guys are sinking. You guys are sinking. It's not about infrastructure. It's about geology. It's about geology. Weathering. It's about liquefaction. It's bad enough Palos Verdes has already gotten liquefaction going on with the rainstorms we had over the past few months. It added to the water table and more sliding, more cracking in Palos Verdes in certain communities. If we had a functional government system, there could have been some kind of chances of hope. I don't know if we got any more hope left or anything else to do at this point. So, our country in trouble. We don't know what to do about it. What are we going to do about it? I don't know. All I know is we're screwed one way or another. We're trying to get through another day without kind of political horseplay happening on camera. All the politicians trying to gather and trying to get their moment in the sun, or actually a moment on the camera, to prove one thing or another. That we're dysfunctional, royally. Me personally, at this point, I still got to deal with another day of bug war. I got to deal with things that I have to take care of about my health that I hadn't done so in a long while. And I hadn't taken it seriously enough. There are things that I need to get through that I want to get taken care of. Originally, I didn't want to go through any of the medical stuff over the past decade and a half. But because the things hit me hard and heavy right after my mama's death back in 2013, I had no choice but to focus on a few things. At least my mental stability. Focus on things that matter to me. Taking care of my brother before he passed away, but also taking care of my own mental stability before I lost it. Able to go to college and squeak out a few good grades. I had to take the semester off this time, cancel out classes to take care of the body and still take care of the mind. I'm still losing sleep. I've been told that excessive amount of caffeine does it. Well, I drink the caffeine in the morning. I really didn't realize it has a 24-hour session. They predict about 12 hours or maybe longer. If I drink the caffeinated drinks in the morning, at least 1 or 2 cups, it has a tendency of sticking with me throughout the day, and I have a problem trying to sleep because I'm so pumped. Hell of a way to start a morning, I'll tell you that much. Oh, yes, and I have to still monitor my sugar one way or another. I am not looking forward to the morning stabbings. I don't have the equipment for it, and I'm not going to get the morning equipment for it. Despite the fact I still got neuropathy in the fingers, and they still feel the pinch. I still feel the stabbing. I am not dealing with the damn needles. I'll deal with the tablets for control. But as for insulin injections, ooh. Some things I haven't crossed lines over yet. And I know eventually it may endanger my health. Like I'm ready for all this damn shit in the first place. I can talk to my doctor about what's going on, but that happens in about a month or 2. I may be dead by that time. I've got case managers for my health insurance company trying to get me classes and education about how to deal with diabetes. Get me monitored, so at least I've got it controlled somehow. But I know I got to have blood tests. Okay, fine, to get blood tests. At least I'm not getting my foot scraped out again. Which brings me back to today's wound care. They're going to make another monitor on it, get a measurement, put that on there, get more photography on it, and if it's gotten better instead of worse, then maybe I don't have to have my foot scraped open again. Maybe I'll just leave it alone and let it heal up by itself. As long as I'm taking care of the body. Which means the nutrients have got to be bought and taken care of. Which means diets have to be modified left and right. A man can deal with so much of eggs in the morning. I prefer a good cereal myself. Something crunchy where I can have my roughage. And unfortunately, the cereal I keep selecting has sugar on it. It's shredded wheat with frosting on it. And I have bananas with it because I feel I need my fruit. On some occasions, I may not need the fruit in the morning. So I'll have to start eating it without it. I've gotten grits. Grits is also starchy. I think about starch in the morning. I start thinking about starch and sugar. And that protein started me off. These are the things I still have to get myself adjusted under. I also like to get myself adjusted under a good cup of coffee, or at least strong cup of tea. But realizing that the tea that I select is going to be affecting my alertness throughout the day, and whether or not I'm actually going to be able to sleep at night or not. And if my dog will allow me to sleep at times. That's another thing I got to worry about. When they do these tests regarding your psychology, they're asking me questions about my mental status, my decisions, my thought patterns, just to see what they're looking at. It's a necessary thing for them to do. But I tell you, when one group or another tries to do evaluations, and I mean tries to do things that I didn't want this thing to start up as, and communications and connections seem to be going out the window. I don't like corporatized. I don't like being subject under someone else's version of how I'm supposed to get better. Yeah, evaluations are needed, so we can see where my brain and my mind's going. And sometimes the communication gets mixed up. It gets mixed up. And trying to talk to someone trying to do a intake on me, it's not the easiest damn thing because I don't get the reactions I'm fishing for. Are we going to have a good connection? Are we going to have a good clicking? Do we understand each other? And in one particular aspect I selected, it didn't work out too well for me. So I'm checking other avenues. Some things click, other things don't. That's how it works. That's how it goes. But that being said on it, this is what's going to be happening today. And I just want to get through it. I just want to get it done and over with. I like living. I like waking up in the morning, but I also like sleeping. Waking up and had about enough sleep where I can feel okay just for a few hours and not stressing out as much, or reaching for the coffee or caffeine to keep me going. The shit I gotta do. Alright, that being said, guys, hope you guys have a good morning. I'm gonna have to struggle again. That being said.